I'm not saying leave it bare, stage it with your stuff. You got a nice mixer, put the mixer on the counter, maybe your salt and pepper shaker and your little butter dish over here, right? But you don't need your air fryer, your toaster, your blender, your shake maker all up on the counter so that when people come in and they say, gee, this kitchen's tiny, this kitchen's crammed, clear that space out, make it look larger. My name is Nate Riggs. I'm the CEO and owner of The Riggs Group. We're a real estate team partner with Keller Williams First Coast. We serve Northeast Florida, that's Jacksonville and the surrounding counties. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, like this video, leave us a comment, let us know you were here. We'd love to hear from you. All right, today I'm gonna tell you how to sell your house for more money, and we're gonna use 5 easy steps to do it. So selling your house, it's not something you do every day, right? The average used to be every 3 to 5 years, and now they're saying the average, push out a little bit further, we're looking at like 5 to 7 years on average. People sell or they move. In recent times, due to a big shift in the workplace, a lot of people working from home, they're able to move to whatever state they want. They need maybe a house that has a home office where before they didn't. So we've got a lot of things changing in the marketplace. That's part of what's, shuffled things up. It's made prices go up, rents go up, everything. We dive into that in some of our other videos. If you want to know more about it, look at those. But today we're going to go over 5 steps that are going to allow you to sell your house for the most money possible. All right, so let's get into it. Number 1, you're going to hire and interview the best agent for the job. So a lot of people say the word use. They want to use a friend or a family member. First of all, nobody likes to be used. This is a big thing. You're talking about selling your home that you cherish, that you live in. Maybe you don't cherish it, I don't know. But you're talking about selling your home, your house, and you want to make the most money possible. There's a lot more to it than just putting a sign in the yard. From the day 1 meeting all the way through contract to close, there's just a ton of steps. All the marketing that's involved, receiving the offers, negotiating those offers. Once you go under contract, that's when the real hurdles begin. You've got inspection periods, deposit money, appraisals, all kinds of requests from the buyer, and then you've got to get all the way to the finish line, to the close. You got to organize your move. When you hire your agent, they're handling all this for you. So how do you hire the right agent? First of all, when they come over to interview, what questions do they ask? Do they ask you questions to find out what your needs really are? Are your needs in their best interest? Do they have the skills to do it? Some of the red flags are part-time agent. Part-time agent equals part-time service. Another big red flag, discount brokerage. Discount brokerage equals discount service. A lot of times I go to interview for the job of selling someone's home. They've already spoken to some of the discount brokerages or maybe these companies that purchase their home right out from them, and they claim that, hey, there's no commission involved. But aside from the commission, there's tons of fees. Those companies write themselves a blank check for maintenance on the home you're on the hook for. And then a discount brokerage, do they really know how do they market the home? How do they negotiate the home? Do they just put in the MLS and leave you to do all of that? Also, you're gonna be looking for an agent that under promises but over delivers. You don't want someone to come in and buy the listing. What am I talking about, buy the listing? I'm talking about somebody who comes in and just makes you all the promises, tells you that you can get $500,000 for your house when they know it's really only worth $200,000 just to get you to sign that paper. And then as soon as you sign it, they either don't talk to you or they beat you up till they can get a price reduction out of you. That brings us to the second thing. Number 2, price your home right. You want to price it right below where the market value is. A good agent, an agent with lots of experience, is going to be able to show you the data and let you know exactly what the home values are in your neighborhood, on your street, for your house, for your specific floor plan. Most of us lived in planned urban development areas, and there are a lot of the same floor plans. If you have an experienced agent, chances are they've either been in, or in most cases, they've sold your exact floor plan. So they know what different upgrades and different values mean when it comes to you selling your home. And they're able to get the most for it. And if they put it just below market value and they do the marketing right, you're going to generate multiple offers. I'll tell you a short story. I listed a house for $320, and shortly after, a seller called and said, hey, maybe we should have went higher. And I said, it's okay, we're going to get multiple offers. Sure enough, we received 14 offers on that. The winning bid was at $340, $20,000 over the as price. Not only that, it was an as-is contract. It had a clause in there that said, hey, even if there's an appraisal shortage, meaning the house didn't appraise for $340, they were going to bring cash to the table to close it. So all good things, and that all came out of us pricing that at a super competitive price. It brought the buyers out. This brings us to number 3, stage your home. There's only a couple things we can control. That's the price and the condition of the home when we put it on the market. You know, we live in our houses different than when we sell our houses. We got pictures of our family everywhere. We have our own personal taste. We kind of want to generalize this. We want to take down some of that personalization so that when people are in our house, they can visualize it as their house and not that they're intruding on yours. The next part of that is declutter. A lot of people are offended by the word declutter, and there's kind of this thing in the industry, don't say the word declutter, get creative, don't say it. I'm gonna say it. You need to declutter your house. I declutter my house from time to time. Everybody should be doing it. When you go to sell your house, declutter your house. You got a desk with a bunch of papers on it, get those papers out of here. You got stuff all over the kitchen counter, take it off. I'm not saying leave it bare, stage it with your stuff. You got a nice mixer, put the mixer on the counter, maybe your salt and pepper shaker and your little butter dish over here, right? But you don't need your air fryer, your toaster, your blender, your shake maker all up on the counter so that when people come in and they say, gee, this kitchen's tiny, this kitchen's crammed. Clear that space out, make it look larger. Again, going back to step one, you hire the right agent. They're gonna come in and they're gonna be open and honest with you about this, and they're gonna lead you in the direction, help you stage your home with your own stuff and get it sold. And if your home's empty, no worry, because the right agent is also gonna do this with his marketing team. He's gonna virtually stage it. I got pictures I can show you, you can't tell a difference. Number 4, bulletproof your deal. When a buyer goes under contract, the first thing they're gonna do is hire an inspector to come out and inspect the property. Here's how you can really bulletproof your transaction. Get it inspected before we hit the market. This gives you an opportunity to fix any major flaws in the house that the buyer is going to point out, and any small little ones that you can do yourself. Like, you know, I've seen this on inspection reports where the inspector literally finds loose outlet covers on the wall. All the homeowner had to do was go tighten them up. Guess what? Those ended up on the repair request. The more stuff you can eliminate at the front that the buyer can't request for, that means the buyer can't request for a credit, the buyer can't request for more repairs. That's more money in your pocket at the closing table. And the 5th thing is this: be patient and flexible. Buyers take off time from work. Buyers take time off work to come shop for a house before they move to the area. So they fill their schedule. I've had sellers that say, hey, no showings till after 4. They're not being flexible. They hire me to sell their house. I've done all the marketing. Now I got people requesting to come into the house, and they're telling me, hey, hold off till 4 p.m. because I'm sleeping in, or I got this going. You've got to be flexible. You got to let people in your house. That same house, we got a lot of comments. Man, this house is dark. Well, sure, because the sun goes down in the winter at 5:30, so it was the evening time. You know, if we could have got those buyers in at 10 a.m., they would have seen how great the natural sunlight was coming in that house during the daytime. They maybe would have put in an offer. It would have generated multiple offers instead of that home sitting on the market for a long time. The other part of that is, don't break your neck. I've also had people where they want their house to be so perfect at showings that they try to rush home on their lunch break, light a candle here, dust off the counter there. Listen, I know you got to keep your house in showing form, but most of these buyers know, hey, people live here. This is somebody's home, and as long as you care about your home, as long as you keep it clean and neat and relatively show ready, then hey, we're gonna be good to go. So in review, those top 5 things, you wanna hire the best agent for the job. Make sure they're asking you the right questions. They're gonna meet your needs. The second thing is this: price your home right. Price it to sell. Price it to where people will stand in line and knock at the door because they have to have your home. Third, stage your home, declutter, get your crap out of there. The 4th thing is bulletproofing your deal. Get your house inspected, take care of all those little nitpicky things before you even put it on the market. And number 5, the 5th thing on my list, is be flexible and be patient. You're gonna have people in your house, but also don't break your back. If you found this information useful, even a little bit, share it with a friend who you thought might find it useful. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave us a comment, let us know we're here, and also let me know some of the questions you have, some of the stuff you'd like to see answered, or some of the stats you'd like to get into, because we always take a look at that and try to incorporate that in. A lot of times the stuff I go over is really just the questions I get asked on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis, and I say, hey man, a lot of people are asking me this question, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a video. So use your voice, would love to hear from you.